Financial freedom. Now, what sort of images does that expression conjure up in your mind? A large home, expensive cars, a lifestyle of travel to exotic locales and exclusive resorts, millions of dollars in the bank. Is that really financial freedom? More than likely, you're watching this presentation because someone you know thought you might be ready to make a change. They saw in you a desire to improve your financial circumstances and a willingness to take the action required to make it happen. Maybe you're concerned about the current economic downturn and are looking to create a secondary income stream as a safety net. Or maybe you're just simply tired of working 40 hours a week for a paycheck and not being able to get ahead. Regardless of the reason, we're glad you've decided to spend a few minutes to decide for yourself if we have an opportunity that makes sense for you. Financial freedom. Now, that's a term that's often used, but what does it really mean? As I said earlier, most people, when they think of financial freedom, they think of being a millionaire. But for most people, their financial freedom number is much lower than that. You see, the real definition of financial freedom is having enough income every month to pay all of your expenses without you having to work for that income. Think about it. Everyone has a financial freedom number. I don't know about your particular situation, but for most Americans, it's $3,000 or $4,000 a month. That's the amount of income it would take to pay all of their monthly expenses. Now, would an extra $3,000 or $4,000 per month make a difference in your life? Of course it would. Now, I know what you're thinking. That sounds great, but how do you create an extra $3,000 to $4,000 a month out of thin air, right? We'll need a few more minutes to explain all of that, but let me start by asking you 3 simple questions. Do you know anyone that uses electricity or natural gas? Do you think they would like to pay less for it or potentially get it for free? Would you like to earn a recurring income and potentially thousands of dollars in bonuses by simply referring people to that program? There's a company in Dallas, Texas that is helping thousands of people just like you begin their journey to financial freedom by asking these same simple questions. Welcome to Ambit Energy.
Three simple questions. So, how did you answer? Well, if you're like most, the answer to the first 2 questions is yes. The only question left is whether you'd like to earn a recurring income for simply telling others about our service and then helping a few others do the same thing you're doing. Now, some of you may think you've heard this all before. You gather a few customers and teach others to do the same thing. Isn't that what all network marketing companies teach? What sets this network marketing company apart? Fundamental to the success of Ambit Energy is that our product is a necessity that is unconsciously purchased and habitually used. First, we deliver our service at competitive retail prices. That's something product-based direct sales companies can't do. To cover the costs of development and manufacturing and have enough left over to pay you a commission, these companies are typically forced to charge customers a hefty premium above the established retail price. As a consultant for a nutritional supplement company, for example, you might have to charge your friend $40 for a bottle of vitamins when he or she can get a very similar product at their local grocery store for $8 or $9. In our case, development and manufacturing is already taken care of by other companies. Ambit simply supplies the electricity and natural gas these companies generate and deliver at competitive rates, sometimes as much as 20 to 30% less than your friends and family are paying elsewhere. Second, everyone already uses it. You don't have to convince someone they need to buy electricity or natural gas. Third, everyone already understands it. There's no product training. You don't have to explain to anyone why electricity and natural gas in their home is beneficial or how to use it. Fourth, we don't sell anything. Everyone we talk to is already using electricity or natural gas. We just ask them if they'd like to save money. Even better, we don't have any deliveries or collections in our business. Our customers complete a simple enrollment form, and Ambit Energy takes care of all the rest. They handle the switching process, they do the billing and collections, and handle all the customer service. All we do is educate people we know about their opportunity to save. Finally, we also don't change the way our customers receive the service. The power plant still generates the power, the distribution company still delivers it down the wires, and the incumbent utility still reads the meter. And nothing will change on their monthly energy bill, except the logo. Well, one other thing will change. That dollar figure at the bottom will be lower. So let's look at those 3 questions again. Do you know anyone who uses electricity or natural gas? Yes. Do you know anyone who'd like to pay less for it or even get it for free? Yes. Would you like to earn a recurring income from a service everyone uses and that you don't have to sell? That's a big yes. So, it's time you met the men behind Ambit Energy.
In 2006, Ambit Energy began operations in Dallas, Texas, home to some of the world's leading firms in technology, financial services, transportation, and energy. Ambit's co-founders Jerry Thompson and Chris Chambliss capitalized on the deregulation of the home energy market in Texas and chose network marketing as the model to acquire customers. Corporate headquarters are located in an old historic warehouse. Walking in the main entrance, visitors are welcomed by a warm, wide-open workspace. Ambit's executive team sits right up front, and there are no walls.
What we did when we first moved down here, downtown Dallas, is that we took out all the walls to make it wide open so that all the executives could sit right next to one another. We knew this would encourage open and rapid communications. It's transparent, it's accountable, everybody would have their heads focused on what the job was that we needed to do. At the same time, we chose to have very inexpensive $19 fold-up tables. We didn't put money into fancy offices or elegant furniture. We decided to focus all of our energy and resources into systems and into people.
From the beginning, Jerry Thompson set an ambitious goal for Ambit Energy, to become the finest and most respected retail energy provider in the country.
We knew that every time anybody approached someone about becoming a consultant or about becoming a customer with Ambit, they were putting their reputations on the line, and they were trusting that Ambit would get it right, not just some of the time, but all of the time. And we wanted to make them proud. We wanted to be worthy of that trust.
Well, Jerry brings a track record of building strong companies to the table. His partner and company co-founder, Chris Chambliss, brings a wealth of network marketing experience. As Ambit Energy's Chief Marketing Officer, he has a deep appreciation for the power of word-of-mouth marketing.
People ask us all the time why we pick network marketing as our model for acquiring customers. And I think they're always surprised at the answer. The truth is, it's the best model that exists to get a good customer. You get a loyal customer who pays their bills and stays with you. And you do that at a cost-effective way. We don't pay consultants in our business until they gather a customer.
Well, has the approach worked? You be the judge. In just over 2 years, revenues have grown from $0 to almost $200 million in 2008. Projected revenues for 2009 approached nearly $400 million. Customers have grown from a handful to more than 200,000. Our consultant force is now over 50,000 strong. Corporate staff has grown from 12 to more than 200, including the opening of a state-of-the-art call center. All that, and we still have less than 2% market share. We're just getting started.
We're bringing innovation to an industry that's been around for 100 years, that's never seen it before. And I think that's what you'll continue to see from Ambit going forward.
This is Ambit Energy.